Today we're going to be taking a look at the ATC Game Changer Pro 28 footer. We'll start out right here in the front. So on your propane tanks, you have an arrow pointing on this little dial here to which tank you're coming off of. Once that tank gets empty, it'll pop up red right here. You would just turn this dial over here, turn this one on, and now you know you need to get one filled up. On our jack here, you have a smart jack. Just runs the jack up and down. If you hit this button 3 times and hold it down on the 3rd time, it will engage and do it automatically. All right, we'll move over here. You have your outside water spigot, and it will run off the freshwater pump, or it will run off the city water. Here's our water sources right here. So this black nozzle right here is where you would hook your water hose onto. If you have this dial in this orientation, you will be filling up your tank. If you have this dial downward, you would have it on city water. Right here it comes, I think they're all coming with the black tank flush. So once you dump your black tank, if the monitor's still showing 2/3 full or 1/3 full, you can hook your water hose in here, open up your black tank valve, turn on your water hose, and that's going to shoot water all in your tank and just kind of rinse your black tank out. This model does come with the outside shower right here. Let's see if I got the pump on. Let's turn the pump on. Yep. You also can turn your pump on from out here or inside. So it's just a little red button right here. It's a nice little feature. Down here on the bottom is your black tank and your gray tank dump. So here's your instant hot water. You just have a button right here. Just turn that button on right there. So once we turn the hot water on inside, it'll take it a few seconds, but the water will get hot and then it'll just be continuously hot. Right here is your 50 amp hookup, and here's your part cable hookup. Right here is your gasoline fill. This particular one does not have a generator, but you still fill up the gas to use your nozzle on the front right side. Here's your vent. So if you're hauling a motorcycle, 4-wheeler or something, you have a vent right here and a vent up there at the side entry door, just to kind of vent the air out to get the gas smells out. So right here is your back deck. You have a gate right here. Just kind of lifts up, it locks it in. If it's not level, you can adjust the feet on the gate. You can adjust the whole camper with the front jack. You got some nice little cup holders up here on each corner. Right here is where you can bring your TV from inside. The TV inside has a bracket just like this. You would just unplug the TV on the inside, just lift the TV up and bring it out here, and it just would go right in here to this bracket so you could have some outdoor entertainment. And here's all your plugs, your cable, and your 110 outlets for that. To finish up the outside, here's where your gas pump is. Right in here. Now we'll head to the inside. So right here is kind of the whole workings of the whole unit. Your battery disconnect right here, this is going to be the kill switch to this whole unit. So once you turn that off, everything turns off in the whole camper. On this panel here, you have your bed lift up and down. Right here on your monitor, so you can hit your battery, fresh tank, black tank, gray tank, and then you can see either how full one of your tanks are or how charged up your battery is. That's your fresh tank there. We put some water in it so you can see stuff working. Your black tank is your toilet. Your gray tank is your sinks and showers. Here's your water pump. So here's where you turn your water pump on inside. If you're boondocking and you're coming out of your fresh water, you would have this pump on right here. You have your awning light. You have a big LED strip for your awning. And right here is your awning extend and retract button. On this model, you have an exterior light on the curb side, and you have an exterior light on the road side. Then you have like the 4-season package where it's you have heaters on all of your tanks, and then you also have heaters on your lines. Right here, this little remote here is for your max fan. You have one in the living area and you have one in the bathroom. So just hit the power button to turn it on, wake it up, point at it, turn your max fan on. Hit that power button one more time and it'll turn it off and close the lid. Let's see. Right here on your thermostat, you have the mode, which is going to take it from fan to AC to furnace. You just click the mode button, the fan, the AC, do the temperature just like you would at your house. 60 is as low as the AC goes. If you go a little bit more, that would be the furnace. Same thing, just set the temperature or whatever you would like. The furnace runs off of your LP. The AC is going to run off your electric, so you're going to need to be plugged in or have a generator plugged into the unit to run that AC. The furnace will run off of the 12 volts, so you won't have to be plugged in to do the furnace. Here's your power inverter. So there's certain plugs on this unit. The one the refrigerator is plugged into, this living room TV, the plugs outside. You don't have to be plugged in with your 50 amp cord for some of these plugs to work. Your inverter is going to do that for you. And right here, we'll let Ben check this out. I'm going to turn the hot water on so you can see how your continuous hot water works. So once you turn on the hot water, your pump is going to kick in. Get some hot water coming out of here, and now your continuous hot water panel. So the little shower head is going to turn on, showing you that there's water coming out somewhere, and then the little flame is going to tell you that now you're building up your temperature, and you can set the temperature whatever you would like. And it's going to build up to that temperature, and it's just going to be continuously hot. Your cooktop right here, it's also gas. Just turn it right over here to the fire. Hit your little clicker, and that's going to turn on your gas. Your refrigerator here. So to kind of wake it up, just hit the plus or minus button. It's going to be from the least cold to the most cold, 1 to 5. This right here is your freezer. When it's lit up right there, you can turn it to your refrigerator and set the temperature or whatever you would like. The moon button right here, if you have that on, you're telling it like at nighttime you're not going to be using the refrigerator as much, so the compressor don't have to work as hard if you have the moon button on. Your beds here, let's see, I'm going to strap it on this side. Put your legs down. And you want to stand to the side and kind of make sure you hold this bottom part and not just this, or it'll jackknife with you. So as you're letting it down, just kind of hold that back part real good. And pop it up, and there's where you'll have your seating area. The same thing with this one, and then the dinette, that's a tiny bit different. Hook them up here, lay your cord down. You can have it into a bed. Obviously you'd want these legs down on the middle to make it into a bed. Put these down real quick. Close down. And then, so on your table here, you have a pin on each side. So as you're letting it up, just kind of make sure it's kind of going up together. So once the table's up all the way, kind of put your pin back in the holes on each side. And now you have your dinette bench. And I think that's all on the ATC Game Changer Pro.